Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Boyle here from Kevin M. Boyle and Associates. Just coming to you live now. I just wanted to give you a shout out. It's been a while since I posted a video on here. So hope everyone's doing well during this coronavirus pandemic and all the craziness in the world. Stay positive, guys. So news, my business is growing. I hit a new level in my business, which is fantastic. Life couldn't be any grander, guys. It's getting real exciting now. So what I want to talk to you about is systems of success and patterns. So everything in life has a pattern. You know, there are some famous restaurants out there, fast food places, things like that, that have a pattern of success that gets them so that their businesses operate correctly and they stay on that pattern, and that's how they profit from that. So like anything in life, there is a pattern of success. So with regular life itself, there's a pattern. And if you're not following that pattern, you might fall off the deep end. So what ends up happening with us is you know, when we're young, we're always told you can do and be anything you ever wanted to be. But is that really true? Because what ends up happening is we hit about our senior year in high school, and then we've got guidance counselors screaming in our ear. We got our parents screaming in our ear, or our peers screaming in our ear saying, you better figure out right now what you're going to do, or you're not going to be able to live because you're not going to have any money. So what are your options? You could go to school and keep going to school, go to a university or a college or a tech school and learn a trade or a business of some kind. And this is the traditional way that most people do it. You can go to work and you can go do whatever it is you're going to do and start from the ground up and start working for a company, and then maybe eventually see success with that company as you grow with it. You could say, okay, well, I'll go see if I can get some money up together and try starting a traditional business, which we know that takes a lot of capital to do. Most traditional businesses are going to cost some money. Banks usually are not going to, of course, say, here's a couple $100,000 to somebody right out of high school. It's just not going to happen. So what do? So we end up picking one of those choices we just talked about, and we go on life, and then we realize that we're living life in like quiet desperation. You know, we're going home to school, school to home, or home to work, work to home, every day. And there's this pattern of doing this. That doesn't mean that that's the wrong way. It's just the long way. So there's other systems out there that teaches you how to build financial freedom, or even just a residual income to take off a lot of that pressure. And those systems are fantastic. They're like 2 to 5 year systems if you really apply yourself. Sometimes can it take longer? Yep, everybody's a little different. But there's a pattern of success in this world, guys. Now, this is what I was taught. I was taught that if you listen to something positive every single day, an audio or video by somebody positive every day, and it could be anybody. There's so many great leaders out there in the world. I mean, I can name a few off the top of my head. Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone. There's just a couple guys that just will, ultimately teach you success just by watching and listening to them. So, and there's so many others out there. Those are just two, like I said, they're the two that popped in my head. The other thing that I was taught is read. Read something that's going to fill your brain with growth and positivity. Growth meaning financial growth or future growth. And positivity meaning it's not going to beat you up and spit you out, chew you out. I don't want to frankly learn. I want to learn history about things that have caused oppression and economic downfall so we don't repeat those steps. But what I'm saying is fill your head also with the future as well. So not just the history, but the future as well. And how do we change that? Capitalism is a fantastic way to change that. We live in, a fantastic world where you can make money. And if you are living, especially in a country that's free, that you can make money freely, it makes life really easy to go forward. It levels the playing field for everybody. Meaning, if, say, somebody came from another country that was an oppressed country or something of that nature, and they come, say, here to the United States, and they say, this is the land of opportunity. There are so many stories of people that have come here and they have taken having nothing in their pocket but a few dollars, and they have turned that into some of the largest giant corporations and companies that this country and world has ever seen. Lots of stories about this. I can name one person who's a friend of mine. He immigrated here from Pakistan. His dream was to have a little convenience store with a house above it. That was his dream. When he got here, he worked doing sales, selling suits for a living for a big retail chain. Everything was commission-based, so he earned on his own merit by his own sales, worked his way, would not go out to eat, nothing, saved his money, invested in buying this store with this house above it. And he still has that store today. It's a phenomenal story, guys. A guy came from a third world country with the American dream when he got here. You know, the red, white, and blue right in his eyes lit up, and he says, I can do this. Then he proceeded to bring his entire family here. So they got to experience the American dream, and they got to experience this. So one of the other steps of this pattern, read books. So like I'm reading a book right now. It's called 6 Figures in 6 Months by Clay Stevens. No, everybody I have mentioned is not endorsing this video or anything. I'm just bringing it up because I think it's a great book. I've started reading it so far. It's a fantastic book so far. So I think, does that mean everyone's going to love this book? No, you might not. But if you apply all the concepts you learn in some of these books, it's amazing where you can go. So lastly, have a mentor, guys. Have somebody who's successful or on the way to success that can help you with the same thing. It's easy to say, oh, I'm going to do this by myself, but it doesn't work. You got to have somebody to plug into and talk to, and, you know, because you're going to have days where you're building whatever it is you're doing, and you're going to be like, oh, I just want to quit. I don't want to do this no more. So don't let that happen, guys. Just say, okay, I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to speak with my mentor when I'm having a rough day so I don't quit, or I don't back out of what I'm doing, and I don't lose focus on my journey. Because the other thing that binds this all together is you have to be focused on what you're doing. If you're off running here and running there and you don't have any focus in what you're doing, it's not going to work. So make sure you stay focused on what you're doing, guys. There are so many resources out there with technology and that. So you can do things virtually now with things like Zoom. And, you know, there's YouTube videos on how-tos on everything out there. Just make sure you're getting it from the right people off of there. I mean, if they don't know what they're doing, I wouldn't take millionaire advice from somebody who's not a millionaire. That's just not going to work. If you want to be a millionaire, you talk to the millionaires, or you look at millionaires and read from millionaires and listen to millionaires. So technology is a fantastic thing. You know, who would have thought that the power of just something simple as a cell phone can get us anything we need right at the palm of our hands? So with smartphones, you can do anything. So shoot for the skies, guy. I love you all. I think you guys are great out there. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and my videos. I am not a paid YouTube person yet, but I mean, I don't even plan on that. I'm just here to help out anyone I can and inspire and carry on. I'm going to be doing another video soon. It's how I went from a 416 credit score to an 816 credit score. And I will help you guys out to realize the pattern on how you can make that happen. So I love you all. God bless you all, and have a great day.